Good evening, grade 11. I will discuss a new lesson which is about consumer mathematics. Under this consumer mathematics are the topics inflation, VAT, markup, and markdown. So the learning objectives at the end of this lesson, the learner should be able to define inflation and value-added tax, calculate the effect of inflation of prices, compute the VAT of a product or service, and solve real-life problems involving inflation and VAT. The first thing that we need to know is what is inflation. Siguro naririnig nyo to sa mga bali-balita na tumataas ang inflation rate. At aware naman tayo na nagmamahal ang mga bilihin. Yung dating soft drinks na nabibili natin ng 8, ngayon nabibili na natin ng 15. Like yung Pancit Canton na nabibili natin dati ng TGGs, ngayon inaabot na tayo ng 20. Ang tanging cost nun ay inflation. What is inflation? It recurs to the continuous increase in general prices of goods and services over time. So, kusa namang lumalaki ang presyo ng mga bilihin. Kaso nga lang, ang sinusukat ng inflation ay kung gaano kabilis yung paglobo ng presyo. When inflation occurs, the purchasing power of money decreases because the same amount of money can buy fewer goods and services. Example, sa 50 pesos kaya mo nang bumili ng 5 piraso ng tinapay. Pero this year, 4 na lang ang kaya mo. Let's say sa pandesal. Kung dati, tig-pipiso ang pandesal, sa 20 pesos, kasya na ang 20 na pandesal. Ngayon na nagmamahal, naging 2. So, pag naging 2, 10 na lang, 250, 25, edi 8 na lang yung mabibili na pandesal. O minsan hindi nila ginagawa yun, minsan pinapalit na lang yung pandesal. Yun ay ang epekto ng inflation. So, this means that price increase and the money has less purchasing power. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga pera natin ngayon, konti na lang ang kayang bilhin dahil sa inflation. So, the formula for inflation, finding the new price of an item, equals yung original price times 1 plus inflation rate. Wait lang. Paano makasulat dito? Okay. So, yung inflation rate na tinutukoy dito, it should be in decimal. Decimal. So, meaning to say, ang 30% is 0.30. Ang 2% ay 0.02. So, i-convert nyo muna into decimal form. Okay, meron tayong example dito. A bag of rice costs 2,000 pesos. Ito yung original price. Tama. If the rate of inflation is 5%, what is the new price? So, 5% is your inflation rate. Ang hinahanap is the new price. So, ito na tayo sa solution. Inflation rate is 5%. So, converting 5% to decimal will give you 0.05. The new price is 2,000 based sa formula natin na original price which is 2,000 plus times 1 plus 0.05 which is your inflation rate. 1 plus 0.5 is 1.05 times 2,000. By entering it in the calculator, the new price is 2,100 pesos. Another example. A product's price increase from... Wait lang. Ito. A pair of shoes cost 1,500. If inflation is 8%, what will be its new price? So, susundan din lang natin to. 1.5 is your original price. And this is your inflation rate. So, 8% is equal to 0.08. So, new price, 1,500 times 1 plus 0.08. We have 1,500 times 1.08 is 1,620. Finding the inflation rate tayo. Pag inflation rate naman ang hinahanap, that is increase in price divided by original price times 100. Yung sinasabi dito na increase in price, yung diferensya. Diferensya ng new price. Yung increase in price is new price minus the original price. Okay. Example. A product's price is increased from 400 to 460. Magkano ang inflation rate? Para malaman natin kung magkano yung inflation rate, alamin muna natin kung magkano yung increase. Magkano ba yung in-increase? So, 460 minus 400 is equal to 60 pesos. Ngayon, kailangan natin yung 60 pesos, i-divide natin sa ito yung increase, ito yung original price. So, 0.60 divided by 400 is 0.15 times 100% equals 15%. So, meaning to say, yung inflation rate is sobrang taas. Okay na tayo.